Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, starting my last Toxie's Triple Terror set. This is volume 4. We're going to watch Stuff Stephanie in the Incinerator. Great title. Let's check it out. Movie starts out with this guy, looks like an airplane mechanic.
What do you want?
He's getting roughed up.
What are you doing? Hey, if it's money you're looking for, I don't have any, I swear. No!
They rough him up, put a bag over his head, and basically choke him. To what end, you ask? To what end? Well, the next scene, he wakes up on the floor, and he's in a suit. Is he in heaven? Well, no, he wasn't actually choked to death.
I was minding my own business when a couple of gorillas jumped me and pretty near killed me. I wake up in this creepy joint in somebody else's clothing and find some chick in a wedding dress who knows my name. Now I want to know what's going on.
There. Meet a woman who's clearly a man in drag named Roberta.
I like to watch.
She wants to watch these two have sex.
Oh my God. Listen, lady,
well,
what's to stop me from wringing your neck for you right now?
He's being held against his will. They're apparently prisoners.
I don't know what that crazy old bitch has done to you, but you are a prisoner. There's a whole world out there she somehow made you forget. But don't worry. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Well, he has a plan to escape. And there they go. Well, they're being chased, but they found some sort of hiding place here. I think it's a big house or something. In the midst of this, I guess they're falling for each other. Sealed with a kiss. They end up sleeping with each other. And then Roberta finds them.
Excellent. Excellent, my darlings. Most exciting.
Roberta liked what happened. So I guess she was watching.
I'll see you in hell first, you old warthog.
Well, Roberta decides that the girl, Stephanie, there needs to be placed in the Iron Maiden. Excellent! Now, Roberta's getting a little randy with Paul.
I don't have to go through with this, do I? You said it would end here.
What's going on? Is it all
So
a ruse?
I did. All right. You can call it a day, Roberta darling.
Well, now they're all undressing. The first 34 minutes of this movie were just role-playing some weird sex game. For which Robert, a.k.a. Roberta, is paid handsomely.
Don't you think it's time to pay Robert for his excellent performance?
I was just getting to that.
Her real name is Casey.
That's a good one.
And apparently
It's
Casey's
true.
having a fling with this guy named
Where the hell
Nick.
have you been anyway?
I was stuck in the house.
For 3 weeks.
Yes.
You could have called.
No, I couldn't.
There's got to be 24 phones in that museum you're living in.
They appear to be a couple. Although I believe she is married to Paul, whose real name is Jared.
You are leaving, aren't you?
Robert has eyes for her too, obviously.
Well, when a lady
apparently.
shows me a good time in bed, it's the least I can do is say thank you.
You're welcome.
Look,
If you ever get up enough nerve to dump this jerk, look me up.
Stupid dress!
Now he starts out as Beethoven.
Jared, please. I'm tired of all these games. I want to live a normal life. I want to have fun. Maybe it doesn't bother you to be cooped up in this oversized tomb, but it damn well bothers me. What the hell are you doing here?
Robert comes back to the house.
I missed the plane.
You know what I mean. What are you doing here in my house? In the middle of the night? I hate to burst your bubble,
He
but
was there
His
to rob
Highness
them.
has all the really valuable stuff locked up. Otherwise, I'd help you and we could split it down the middle.
You really do hate him, don't you?
I hate what he's become.
Well, they devise a plan that they're going to kill him. And then she decides to sleep with him.
Robinson Crusoe, a complete recreation.
He's going to recreate Robinson Crusoe
don't need
and be
me.
the starring role.
Of course not.
That's his new
He
gig.
was on the island alone until Friday arrived. There wasn't any woman in the story.
He likes a lot of play acting.
And you obviously can't play Friday.
But before he does that, he has this role-playing thing, which is, I don't know, I guess it's somebody famous, some sort of midget painter, but I'm not up on my midget painters to know enough who he's trying to be. She does not seem impressed. So anyway, Robert comes over one night, they both grab fireplace pokers, and they're taking it to Jared, aka Paul. Remember that incinerator in the title? Well, this house comes with an incinerator in the basement. Old Robert's going to take a swing at her. The body inside there is not of Paul. It was Nick, the guy that she likes.
You still
They
haven't
go
told me why you
upstairs
asked me
and
to come here.
there's a tape playing
Oh, just a little domestic
with
matter.
Paul and Nick.
Domestic? I sense something in your voice. You sound anxious. Well, me?
He knows Nick was having an affair with his wife, so he poisoned him.
How long? Just at once, I swear. I'm afraid I don't believe you.
And he dies. So he was already dead when they hit him with the pokers on the bed. Paul shows up brandishing a gun and he shows him a tape of what he just recorded of them in the basement. And she sees that Robert was about to attack her.
You filthy son of a bitch! I trusted
It's
you!
not what it looks like.
Anyway, he let them leave, but only for 1 minute. He's giving them a head start before he starts shooting. To be fair, he hit her first. Obviously, she's pissed at him. They should be trying to hide from Paul, but nope, they're fighting each other. Paul has lots of gadgets and traps set up in the house, including that.
Robert, help me get you out of this thing.
He actually gets her out of there, but they separate for a little bit, and he comes back and he's all stabbed. Scissors, I don't know what the hell that is in his back, some sort of paper thing holder. Paul's trying to force her into the Iron Maiden, but Robert's not dead yet. And that comically sends Paul into the Iron Maiden. He does manage to shoot. Robert ends up dying from his wounds. Stephanie got crushed. And Paul is in the Iron Maiden dead. They're all dead. Cut to the next scene where they're all watching what happened. And it was all acting.
Bravo! That was your best death scene yet.
Ain't no doubt about it. As a matter of fact, that's the best we've done to date overall, don't you think?
So they leave. Apparently that guy Nick is gay, as is Paul. They're actually a couple.
What is wrong with you?
You really enjoyed that little tryst in the basement last night, didn't you?
I was acting. You know that.
The final prologue as the film ends.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
All right. Let's talk about this movie called Stuff Stephanie in the Incinerator. This is a movie that I've had in my VHS collection for 15, 20 years or so. Never actually watched the movie. I think I was just delighted by the title and thought, oh, I got to pick that up. And I did. Never watched it actually until today. Now, it has a great title in this movie, but the movie is really bad. I've read some stuff on this movie before in the past that said there's nobody named Stephanie in this movie and there's no incinerator. Well, that's actually not true. There is an incinerator, although what an incinerator is doing in a regular person's basement is beyond me, but nonetheless, there was one there. And the woman in this movie, her real name is Casey, but when she's doing all this role-playing stuff, her role-playing name is, in fact, Stephanie. So I don't think the title is really misleading that all. Obviously, we would have liked to have seen somebody named Stephanie get her ass stuffed in an incinerator, but it doesn't happen. But nonetheless, the possibility existed here. So anyway, what you have in this movie is a couple, and they do a lot of role-playing stuff, and it's supposed to lead to like sex play and everything like that. And we don't know sometimes what's real, what's not, what's really happening, what isn't. We don't know. We just don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes what exactly is going on. There's no nudity in this movie. There is a couple people dying, but it's actually not real dying because we find out at the end of the movie it's all just a game. None of it is real. None of it's really happening. So there you go. It turns out actually that Jared, aka Paul, the main guy in this movie who's with Stephanie / Casey, he's actually gay, and he's with a guy named Rory at the end, Rory or / Nick. Everybody has dual roles in this movie. God, this movie's really bad. I don't know why Troma picked this one up. Troma didn't actually make this movie, but they picked it up at some point. The lead actress in this movie, kind of an attractive lady there, it turned out she actually died in 2004. It's the only movie she ever did. She became a school teacher in somewhere in Hancock, New Hampshire, I think was the name of the town. And she died at a young age, so who knows what that was all about. But anyway, you can get this movie on Toxie's Triple Terror Volume 4. I'm pretty sure it's available on its own standalone DVD too. It's not a great movie at all. It doesn't have a whole lot of redeeming values whatsoever. And it was too long, 97 minutes. Ugh, it was a long 97 too. So anyway, check it out if you care to. If you do, watch it. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments down below. And it's called Stuff Stephanie in the Incinerator. Greatest thing about this movie is the title. Watch it. Let me know. Bye.